Good evening and welcome in to the Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies Global Awesome Healers Training Summit Season 7. If this were a stories or book summit, I would begin saying this week we return to a timeless classic. We're not on a book review summit, we are on the Healers Training Summit, but I will still say it. This week we return to a timeless classic, Reiki, the expert taking us back to it and simultaneously forward with it on our healing journey, was at a point in life struggling and juggling with many responsibilities, including work deadlines, family responsibilities, and who has never faced this? An ever growing to do list, which no matter how much done or crossed off, the sense of completion and with it, that feeling of success of something accomplished, or even the peace and happiness of it just happening was not happening. And just when she needed it most, she found her teacher, or in her words, her teacher found her when she needed healing the most. And so began her journey of learning the principles of Reiki, practicing the techniques, and reaching a place where she could share this gift with others, and is here for that today, this entire week. She's been doing this for half a decade now and is here to tell us about how Reiki balances energy, helps clear energy blockages, restores the natural flow of energy within the body, and creating harmony. How Reiki promotes deep relaxation, supports physical healing, enhances emotional well being, and all the while raising vibrations to higher frequencies of love, joy, and peace. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for and join me in giving a warm Mystic Lotus welcome to the expert here to tell us all about healing hands, mastering the art of Reiki, Neha Kumar. Hi, Neha. Welcome in.
Thank you, Neelu. Thank you to you and to Mystic Lotus for having me here. It's definitely a pleasure. And I'm so happy to share, you know, the deep healing of Reiki, which is known to us since the early 20th century. And I'd love to share my experiences, my story, my journey with Reiki. So thank you for having me here.
Good to have you here. And in fact, it's actually the first question I wanted to ask you. A lot of people who begin their learning journeys, and I'm referring right now to people who maybe started learning first 20, 30, even 40 years back. There was very limited access to the kind of learnings that you could do, and Reiki was definitely primary among them. In today's times, the options to choose from have become huge. Like there's so many things that you can pick and choose from. What do you want to learn first? What do you want to learn second? So, considering that I just call Reiki a timeless classic because I do believe it is, but from you, for all of us, why Reiki?
I'm so glad you asked this question, and I'm so happy to even answer this. Reiki, as we call it, is Rei, which is, the universal. It's called universal in Japanese. And Ki is the life force, energy. And the life force energy is always present. So we also know it as prana. We also know it as Ki, or we also call it mana in Polynesian. So this energy is always existing. It always exists, whether you and I are here or we're not here, but this universal energy is ever present. So when we start learning to channel the energy, which is this universal primal force which is ever existing, can you imagine how well you are attuning with this divine energy? And it opens up so many avenues for you because you are attuning to the divinity itself. So, yes, there are many holistic approaches, but when you are tuning into the divine force itself, what more would you want? And it instantly, when you attune yourself to the divine force, you not only balance your chakras, you not only, let go of all those traumas and you release all your baggages, your patterns, and everything. And the more you shed layer by layer, like the layer of an onion, you tune yourself to the divine energy, which is Reiki, and imagine the possibilities that open up, because universe is abundant. It is so, so abundant. And when you become and you attune yourself to that energy, you yourself become that. So you're basically invoking that divinity in you. You're basically aligning your energy with that divine force. So, and yet, when I'm saying divine force with such powerful, it's such a powerful thing to be, yet it is a very gentle practice. It happens and you do not know, but it knows what it's doing because it has its own consciousness, and it knows exactly what Neelu wants, what Neha wants, what Smita wants, what anyone wants. So it'll do its job. It'll do its healing. It'll do its, it'll bring you into a space where you attune yourself with their frequency. And that's exactly what we want. We want to ascend. So years back, we used to take a lot of time to ascend, but now with even Reiki, because you're attuning fast and the energies are very powerful, you are immediately able to ascend. You're able to invoke that energy in you. So I wouldn't say Reiki is something that you're healing with. You're invoking that power within you. So it becomes powerful, and yet it is very loving. It is very non-invasive. It's a very gentle, holistic approach to life.
Right. And of course, we definitely want to know more, especially with your experiences around it. But something that you just said right now is, you tune into it, you attune to it. Now, to be able to use Reiki, there is an attunement that is required, correct? There is
Absolutely.
the master attunes the student.
Yes.
However, you also just said, it's energy, it's universal energy. And in recent times, we've all been talking, you also just mentioned it. There's a lot of conversation about ascending happening, especially, let's say, to 5D. So if all
Absolutely.
this ascending is happening and this universal life force is within us and we have the power, why is the attunement necessary?
The attunement is necessary, Neelu, because we carry a lot of baggage. Our physical body is not the only body that we have. We have the etheric body as well. We have chakras within us. Earlier, people never used to talk about chakras, but now people are becoming aware. They know there is a subtle body, there is an etheric body also involved. So, because sometimes we are carrying so much of baggage, emotional black baggage, stress, anxiety, we are not able to sense these energies around us, right? So when there is somebody who's already attuned to this energy, is able to tune you to that frequency faster, and then when you work with this energy, you will immediately feel the shift within your being. So, like I always say this, whenever you're learning any holistic approach, be your own client first. So, with Reiki, you learn to shed off the physical, first the physical. So you will but when you will learn level one, you will work with your physical body, because that's what you know. We are aware of, we see, we feel, we sense. And when in that level one, when you are actually letting go and working with your chakras, you release a lot of baggage. And then you are able to sense, you are able to tune in with the Reiki or the universal flow. And then we move on to level two, which we'll talk about later. So that's why attunements make it easier for anybody to access that universal flow, because we are right now, let's say, if you're not attuned to Reiki, you're unaware of how to tap into it. So with the attunement that a master does for you, it opens up that divine flow to you. And that's why attunements make it easier and simpler for you.
Right. And I was going to ask you to share experiences with us. And in fact, a question has come in, Neha, which where Jennifer is asking, I have stiff muscles in my right neck, shoulder, and arm, probably because I'm so angry about my mom. Can this type of healing help?
Of course.
So, yes.
Of course. Well, Jennifer, you must know that Reiki helps us with not only physical, but emotional and spiritual. It clears away all aspects. So, if she's feeling, if she ever, maybe during when we'll take her on the call and we'll ease out, with help of Reiki, we'll clear her shoulder. But like I said, Reiki is universal energy. So wherever she is, any part of the world, it doesn't matter. Energy just knows how to flow. And with Reiki, we can do that. We can do it one to one, we can do it in distance. So all those possibilities are open with Reiki. So, like I said, it's possible. We can heal physically. And what Reiki offers, Neelu, there's a whole gamut of options that are open and available to us with Reiki healing. It's like when you are attuning yourself to Reiki, you are awakening the healer within, and you become your highest, best version. Because if anything that's chopped and is blocked, you are able to heal with Reiki. So it's actually, we are all healers, but we are not using our fine potential. So with the attunements, you awaken the healer within and you become your highest, best version. So now, if you can see that sparkle in my eyes, then Reiki does that too. So what does it do? Let's answer that question. It helps you heal physically. So yes, if you have migraines, you have body aches, or you are suffering from any sort of anxiety, depression, or emotional healing that you want, Reiki helps you heal all of that. So it balances your energy. It helps you clear your blockages. So when you clear those blockages, it restores the natural flow of energy within your body. That's what Reiki does to anyone who uses it. If, let's say, you're not able to sleep properly, it provides you deep relaxation because it calms down the nervous system and it brings you to a state of relaxation, right? So it not only supports physical healing by accelerating your natural healing process, like I said, we're all healers within, and it complements. So if you're, let's say, for example, a person is taking a medical treatment, that's absolutely fine. It does not mean that you cannot do Reiki along with it. Rather, if you'll do or take a session of Reiki, your healing will happen faster. It accelerates the healing process in your body. So it enhances your emotional well-being. It helps you restore that, let's say if somebody's had an emotional trauma in their life, they've suffered a heartbreak or anxiety, and they do not have clarity what to do. When you take Reiki sessions, it brings you into that space where you have clarity. It brings you that emotional relief which you need. And because you're shedding off all that extra baggage from your physical body, your emotional, etheric body, you are raising your vibration. So that goes back to what I'm saying. You are able to ascend and you're able to connect spiritually. You're able to raise your vibrations to the frequency of the universe, right? So yes, chronic pains, fatigues, low energy levels, your immune system, your recovery from your surgeries, sleep disorders, I can say overwhelming depression, emotional trauma, grief, like someone's lost their loved one, low esteem, it boosts your confidence, and obviously, like I said, when you clear up all these baggages, it brings you into a very happy space, because that's what universe is all about: joy, happiness, peace, and that's what we're all aiming for, aren't we?
Right.
And that's what Reiki does. So when you clear off this, sometimes you have an angry boss and you heal yourself, your relationship with your boss improves. Or let's say you're having a relationship issue with with someone else in your family, maybe your mom, your spouse, your partner, you clear these blockages and life opens up so many opportunities for you because you start shedding off those extra baggages. That's what Reiki does to you.
Can you share a few specific examples now?
Of course. So I remember healing one middle-aged person who was, this I'm talking to you about physical healing, okay? The person was suffering from an acute chronic pain and he was unable to get up. Despite the fact that he was taking medicines, he couldn't leave the bed. So his friend approached me and said, Neha, my friend's in pain. Can you help clear? And I was like, okay, but the sense that I'm getting is it's going to take a minimum of 2 sittings or 3 sittings. And I'll start right now, right away. I said, I'm going to do a little for the first one day. I will do it a little frequently. I'll be gentle, but I'll do it a little frequently. You would not believe Neelu, because he was bedridden. I myself was worried for the person. I did it in the evening. I did it the next morning. I then left it. Then I did it the next morning. And he said the pain's gone and he's able to walk to the loo and he's able to walk in his house. And I was like, wow, that's great. So, and then I continued so that till the time he becomes absolutely okay. But that's what Reiki does to you. And next case I'll give you, I'll try and cover everything. So the next case I'll give you was emotional. This is something to do where a mother was dealing with severe anxiety because she was always constantly worrying. You know, she was in this pattern and loop of, oh, what will happen if my son falls down? Little things. What happens if my husband is going to the office? What happens if, you know, if he's late? Little things, but she would bring it up so much that she would get anxious and she would have anxiety pangs. And it affected her sleep, her ability to make decisions, and even she lost her appetite. It was that severe. So when I did Reiki on her, we worked on her solar plexus and her root and her heart. We worked on her 3 lower, chakras, and she was holding on so much of fear and emotional tension in her body. But just a couple of sessions, she began sleeping better, and she said, "I've never slept better than this. I had this huge calm in my body, and what have you done?" I said, "I did know nothing. I was just a medium and a conduit, and you can be one of them as well." And she gained, so when you're resting well, your mind is resting well, you gain that confidence, you get that clarity because then you have your mind under control. She felt and she came in a space of more power. So that's what Reiki does to you. And obviously you heal situations, you heal lives. And like I said, because we can do distant Reiki, so you can even heal a distant situation in life. I'll give you an example. This is my recent favorite one. My daughter was giving her 12th last year, and she was very, very nervous. So I invoked Reiki for her, and you know how we learn, but then I invoked Reiki for her place, her roll number, her this, and her dates. And I programmed it, and I said, may she be enveloped with Reiki and the people around her for the highest good of all. And by God's grace, she had no panic attacks, and she did well. So Reiki can be used in any way, any form, any situation. And that's why it's one of my favorite ones of the holistic modalities. I can go on and on, but
absolutely, and we definitely do want to hear more. In fact, because Jennifer mentioned anger with her mom. There was a student of yours whose friend had gone through a very bad breakup. There's that story that you were mentioning. You want to tell us? And the only reason that thing has reminded me of that because there is this entire relationship thing happening here, and your student has helped their friend with it. So, if you recall that, would you be able to tell everybody?
I think if you're referring to this person, I think there are so many cases, but yeah, I think the one that you're referring is where this client of mine lost her husband and she was with a lot of grief because she'd not done closures. Is that the reference we're talking about?
No, you tell us about this also. The one I'm referring to is where your student's friend, somebody who's learned from you, their friend had just been through a painful breakup. So, but you tell us about this right now. What has come to you first to tell us about this?
So this person, she came to me because she had lost her husband, and the grief in her was leaving her with the inability to focus on her daily life. And she felt very disconnected from not only herself, from her family, her friends. She would be in like a no friend zone. Don't come to me, I'm in my grief. Like, how you play the victim card and you just don't know how to come out of that loop. It was that for her. So when I did her Reiki session, obviously we heard her, and I focused on her heart and her emotional chakras, on the lower chakras. And she, in that session, I still remember, she literally had not expressed her grief and she was crying. She released that's what Reiki did to her. And I think by the end of the third session, she was much calmer. She'd made peace with what life gave her, and it gave her the ability to deal with whatever life throws at you. And then I still remember what she told me. She says, Neha, now really understand what it is. Life, when they say that if life gives you a lemon, make a lemonade. If I make it hard for me, it'll be very difficult for me to make that lemon. But if I think I can do it, I did make a lemonade. I think I am making one, and I think I am going to enjoy it too now. So it brings you into that space, where you're able to deal with it. And now I'm recalling what you said. So yes, her friend was going through a breakup, and she had learned Reiki from me. And now I remember what you're saying. And she was constantly, upset, and she was crying, and she's like, what should I do? How do I tackle this? He's left me, we've grown apart after such a long time. However, she said, okay, let me try and help. And she was also very apprehensive because it was her dear friend. But then she did do that for her. And she's like, what did you do? Was it magic? I'm feeling better already, and I don't feel like crying, but I want to cry. She couldn't make up her mind how it is. But then she did a couple of more, and then she was in a very happy space. So Reiki brings you to a happy space.
So obviously, just a slightly technical question here. The healing that's happening is not just like happening in a random direction. The chakras are in play, correct? That is what is being looked at, and because of the chakras, then your let's say your body parts and whatever emotions are attached to it, which I know we will be covering during the week as well. But just for today, when you go into the learning of this, is it very difficult to start understanding and knowing which emotion ends up reflecting where at what physical level and which chakra needs to be looked at? Is it difficult to learn that? Because we don't have one, two, three emotions. We have like a million of them, right? So, okay, we
Absolutely.
have a couple of main ones, but under those four, five main, there are a million emotions involved, correct? So, is it tough figuring it out and learning it?
No need. I think I'm so glad you asked this question, because I think a lot of people come up with this. Is it hard? Is it very technical? But what we need to understand is that it's our body. And we need to understand what our body is telling us when it's whispering, not when it starts screaming. So, of course, the chakras exist within our body. And when we are learning Reiki, we learn which chakra to heal, with what emotion it is related to. If it is imbalanced, what happens? If it is balanced, what happens? So I think it's very simple, because after this, you start understanding what your body is trying to communicate to you. It brings you to a space where you understand your body, or maybe we all know, we all live in our bodies. It's our space. It's where we live. But maybe we are not that aware of what it's trying to talk to us, or it's a symptom. It's and sometimes we, like, maybe you have a slight headache or a little this thing, and you just ignore it. And but when you learn Reiki and you understand which chakra is working where, you are able to communicate, you are able to understand, and you are able to understand your body better, your emotional need better, your mental space better. So it Reiki brings you to that space. So even if you're learning about chakras, it only expands your consciousness, it only expands your awareness, and it only brings you in a more powerful, in a more authentic space of your own self. That's what Reiki does. So it's not tough. It is not something that nobody can learn. Anybody with no knowledge can learn this modality. And to be very honest, Neelu, I always tell people that I meet that at least learn the first level of Reiki, because that's your self healing. You learn to heal yourself. And that is very, very important. So if you are able, imagine the power that you have. If you have a headache or if you have a body ache and you know, okay, I'm going to give Reiki on this part of my body, and my pain's gone. And you're in that powerful zone and you can heal yourself. And in the first level, you can heal yourself and your first family member. So maybe your kid, your spouse. Imagine if they're suffering from a pain or a body ache or some physical ailment, and you're just providing Reiki to them, and they feel the difference. How powerful would that be?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. In fact, you just mentioned level one, level two. I do have a question with that, but I'm going to park that question for now. I'll bring it up a little later because, uh, as we mentioned earlier, also there is an attunement that is required for you to be able to practice this, even if it is just for yourself. Without being attuned, is there in any way or form, is it possible for us to experience Reiki, for us
What?
to do something collectively right here, right now, so that everybody can also get a taste of it as well.
Of course, of course. So we'll do one exercise, and then maybe we can do a quick meditation for them to feel the energy of grounding and opening their heart chakra to consciousness. Because I think even Reiki has evolved over years, and it will bring them into a space where they'll be able to feel it. But I would also like to add here, in case you are not able to sense the energy, it does not matter. It does not matter. The energy or Reiki knows what everyone needs, and it will do its job. Like I said, it has its own consciousness. So whether I'm able to feel it or I'm not able to feel it, it doesn't matter. It will do what it needs to do for your highest good and for the highest good of everyone on. Right? So
Fantastic.
let's do a very simple, quick exercise, because
Yes.
Reiki is about channeling the universal energy, which means you become a conduit or a medium where you are attuned to that energy, and that energy flows to you, through you, and using your hands you're able to direct that energy to that person, to that space, to that um, part of your body, wherever, through your hands. So your hands become very, very important here to channel that energy. And obviously, because you're a conduit and a medium, you first heal yourself, and then you see, you are able to heal others. So for our hands, we are going to rub our hands. Rub your hands as warm you will feel. Rub them as hard as you can, softly, but like rub them really, and feel the tingling between the hands. Keep rubbing. And this will help you open your palm chakras. So that's what we do. Our palm chakras become very active when we are doing Reiki, when we become conduits of medium, when we get attuned to Reiki. And gently, once we're done, move your palms apart. You will feel this sensation between your palms. Keep moving them apart till the time you can feel that energy between the palms. Are you doing it? And stop where you think, okay, I can't feel beyond this, but till about this, I feel. So wherever you're comfortable, stop and feel that energy, the energy ball between your hands. This is the quickest and the fastest method by which you can feel the energy between your hands. So even when you're not attuned to Reiki right now, you still have felt the energy between your heart, between your hands, between your fingers, between your palm. And that's what Reiki is all about. So when you will learn Reiki, you will be able to direct this energy to the person, being, place, wherever you want to, whatever you want to heal. That's what Reiki, a glimpse of Reiki right now, right here.
So again, like I said, attunement is required. And this is a quick example for you to know that where it is. And once you learn it, as in you get attuned, your ability to do that gets better and better, stronger and stronger. And you've just mentioned, okay, we'll also do a meditation for you to sense and feel it. So now I am wondering, okay, but attunement is not okay, but this is happening. But then now what is going to happen in the meditation? So please explain now from here to the meditation, what's the connect and what is it that we're going to go through?
Okay. So this is, like I said, this was a very quick glimpse of us feeling the Reiki, even when you're not attuned to Reiki, right? But since I'm attuned to Reiki and I'm by the grace of God, a Reiki master, I have already, um, you know, uh, created a key ball for everybody around. So
Nice.
that's for protection. And secondly, when I will do the meditation or when I will make you feel, I will channel that energy to you so that you're able to sense it and you're able to feel
Fantastic.
Reiki, because I am the medium here. I am the
Right.
conduit here. And
Right.
I would urge everyone to also become a conduit themselves. But for now, I am the medium here and I shall help you feel that Reiki or the power of Reiki around you and within you.
Fantastic, fantastic, and thank you for easing that doubt out. Okay, how is this working now after this? So thank you for that, and also thank you for having already set up a protective energy ball for everybody on the call, and this is obviously in place for the replay as well. Correct?
Yes,
Super,
absolutely.
fantastic. Okay, whenever you're ready to take us through this, Neha, let me know because I know you. There's some music that we are going to play in the background as well, so we'll need to cue in Shilpa as well to start that. So, are we
So
heading
I'm
into
ready
that?
now. I'm
Okay, all
ready
right,
now. And let's make everyone experience Reiki.
fantastic. And Shilpa, as soon as it's set up, we can play it in a and very quickly, Neha, any instructions for everybody who's listening right now? Is it safe for everybody? Is it safe for pregnant women?
Yes, it's
Obviously, if you're
absolutely.
driving, I mean, park your car on the side, basically no physical activity.
Yes. So please, for everyone who's listening this, sit in a very comfortable space where you're not disturbed. Or if you want to lie down, please lie down and just relax yourselves. So be seated or lie down in a very quiet space. And then when once you're ready, then we'll begin.
Shilpa, Shilpa, whenever you're ready.
Very warm welcome to everybody. Part of this meditation. I welcome you all. As you all settle in, allow your body to soften. Feel shoulders relaxing, your mind relaxing. Gently close your eyes and feel the breath moving in and out of your body. Like a very gentle tide. We are putting our breath in our focus, in our awareness. Take a slow, deep breath in, hold it for a moment, and exhale with a sigh. Let your shoulders drop, Let your jaws soften. Let your heart open. Take another deep breath in and relax your body with every breath that you release. Feel all the tension from your body moving out with every exhale that you take. Feel the breath that you're taking in as the Reiki or the universal force, bringing in joy, peace, love, calm, abundance to you, and healing anything lesser than love and light. Keep breathing in, keep your focus on the breath, and relax your toes, your hands, your shoulders, your legs, your throat. Feel every muscle of your body relaxing. Keep breathing in and exhaling. Softly feel the energy relaxing your body. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Relax your body and release the noise of the day. Release the tension in your body, in your muscles, in your energy, and come to the fully present moment of the breath. Just feel the breath moving in and out of your body and relaxing you, making you aware of your present moment in the here and now. Let it all go and release. And as you do this, now gently bring your attention to the base of your spine where our root chakra or the Mooladhara is located. Visualize the light flowing in with every breath, connecting you with Mother Earth, moving down through your spine, your Mooladhara chakra, connecting it with Mother Earth. Mother Earth has the ability to turn all negative into positive. And root chakra will bring us into a more calming, grounded, stable state. It will give us a sense of security. Imagine this beam light now growing into roots and connecting with Mother Earth. Visualize this spreading into the floor, into the soil, connecting you with Mother Earth. Deeper and deeper until it connects with the crystalline heart of Mother Earth. Feel this energy expanding, grounding you with Mother Earth and releasing anything that's not meant by a higher soul. Feel the energy moving down. Let Mother Earth hold you. Let her protect you. Let her ground you. Feel safe Feel grounded, feel protected. You are now rooted with her in her love. Now mentally chant or speak loudly. I am grounded, I am supported, I am safe. I am grounded, I am supported, I am safe. Feel your connection to Mother Earth. See how grounding you. Feel the energy. Feel your body relaxing and letting it all go away. Releasing the noise of the day, the noise in the mind, the hard work, relaxing every muscle in your body. Keep breathing in, keep breathing out. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let's create a light key wall of protection around. Imagine a golden white light descending from above, entering your crown chakra, which is the Reiki or the universal force of life. Feel it coming down from your crown chakra into your third eye, your throat chakra, and it settles into your heart chakra, flowing softly with green and soft pink light. From your heart, this light expands. Feel the expansion of the light from your heart moving out towards the universe, connecting you with the divine energy around you, creating a radiant bubble of protective light around your body. Feel the awareness of the heart expanding. Feel this light softening your emotions, softening your body, softening your being. From your heart, this light expands outward. Feel this energy. With every breath that you take in, feel this light moving out, creating a radiant bubble of protective light. See this field of shimmer of light around you. Feel it, visualize it, sense it. Of love, peace, joy, harmony. This is the divine universal flow. Nothing lesser than love shall enter this space. Now mentally or loudly, affirm, I am surrounded by light. I am divinely protected. My energy is safe. You can chant this again in your mind. I am surrounded by light. I am divinely protected. My energy is safe. Keep breathing and with every exhale, release any pain lesser than love, not meant for yourself. Now let's bring our awareness back into your heart space and bring your hand on your heart and keep your heartbeat soft, steady, firm. Feel the heartbeat This is the doorway to compassion, love, joy, peace, inner wisdom. Feel this love inside. It is within you, around you. And all we are doing is connecting with this energy, feel it, sense it, invoke it within us. Now visualize a lotus flower within your heart, a color of your choice, a pink, a white. Feel and move at the center of the chest. With every breath, it opens, just like the way your consciousness expands. And it brings out waves of warmth, a gentle energy through your entire being. One love. You are right. You are enough. Feel your heart. Feel your heartbeat. Place your hand gently over it and feel it up. And affirm mentally or loud. I return to my heart. I return to my truth. I am aligned with divine love. Keep feeling this energy and expand your consciousness. I return to my heart. I return to my truth. I am aligned with divine force. Keep breathing in and breathing out. And now, when you're breathing in and feeling the relaxation and the energy around you, let's take another deep breath in. Pull your energy in. And on the exhale, feel your energy anchored above and within and around. Feel grounded, protected, feel centered in love. Repeat silently. I am grounded, I am protected, I am one with the energy of love. I am grounded, I am protected, I am one with the energy of love. Take a few moments now in silence as you keep breathing in and out. Notice how your body feels. Notice how you're feeling on your chest, lightness maybe, the strength beneath your feet, and the quiet peace around you. Keep breathing in and breathing out. And relax your mind, body, and soul with every breath that you take. And when you're ready, wiggle your toes, raise your fingers of the hand, and slowly bring your awareness back to the room. And carry this energy with you throughout your when you're gently open your eyes, gently open your eyes and come back to the here and now.
Thank you for that, Neha. It was just we were managing the audio, so I couldn't actively participate in it, but I was listening, and there was something very calming about it, something very soothing about it. So I know that I'll definitely be catching up on it in the replay. But for the moment, giving people
Neelu, I have a question.
yes,
So, all the people who attended the meditation right now, is there any one word that comes to their mind about how they're feeling right now?
fantastic. That's actually exactly what I was just saying, that we'll give people a little time, a few minutes to, come back here because you've just been through this very soothing, calming experience and share with us what
Because
you've
that
felt.
one that one word would be their heart's message to them.
Oh, lovely people. One word, any one word, three words. The first word that pops right in. Okay.
Exactly.
And and people are writing. So I'm going to let everybody write it in and bring it all forward for you collectively. And very quickly, in the meantime, because we do have one of your students here with us, Harpreet.
Yeah.
Harpreet, if you're here, put your video on and we'll bring you on. And I can see people writing. Okay. People just put your words in, put your experiences in. We are going to bring it up right away in a few minutes. As Harpreet is coming on, Neha, tell us something about her.
Yes, she is right there. Say a hello, Harpreet.
Hi everyone. Harpreet this side.
Hi, Harpreet. Tell us about your experience with learning Reiki with Neha and what you've been doing with it.
So, firstly, I'll start with what I have learned right now. She asked how we feel it. So, the word I have a two word. It's calm and peace. So, speaking in a bottom, it's always little, it's giggle your mind. But right now, yeah, after this session, I am a bit calm. I'm in peace. So, I feel like I am able to speak it. So I learned Reiki level 1 from Neha, and I was uh, thinking about learning it from since long, but when I came to Neha and I just thought, oh, this is the right person from whom I can learn. So I what how it helps me. So I am a very angry or I don't little. No, I am not getting the right word for how to explain myself, little confused. But Reiki, in my personal view, make me a little calm. It make me, if I am in anxiety or anything, I just tell myself, okay, Reiki is the one thing which can help me out to calm my mind, to make me in the right place, to center my mind. So it helped me. It helped me in the overall how I can, make myself little centered. So, and back in almost it means 1.5 year, I was not well. I was having a tuberculosis in my intestine. It was very high level. It took me around 1.5 year to heal myself. So I was taking medicine, but along with Reiki, it helped me to overcome my other issues as well. Other issues as in I'm taking the medicine, it was giving me side effects. So through Reiki, these medicines were very high dose things were there. So my whole throat and mouth was full of ulcers because the doses were very high. So means I can't take all the medicine all at the time. So I took the help from the Reiki, and it means I think in 2 or 3 days my whole throat and mouth was all healed up. So that was a magnificent thing. I didn't think like that it will help me so quickly, but yeah, within 2 days I was able to heal myself almost 70 to 80% because I was not able to eat anything after that. Yeah, it helped me, and I was able to eat things. I can swallow my medicines. So that was all one of the experience. And I also use it on my daughter. she's little, like me, she's little angry. She's a COVID kid, so always being in a home. So, and she's a more of a pampered child. I have only one kid. So through Reiki, I always calm her down, little, work on her anger issues. So she can be little poised. Yeah, that helped me a lot. So she was now, I won't say 100%, yeah, but yeah, her anger issues and her impulsiveness has come down a greatly. So this is little bit just of my experience, what I learned and how I experienced my Reiki.
No, it's not just a little bit, Harpreet, it's actually a lot. And we greatly appreciate you coming and, so openly sharing about this. May I ask? I mean, I am asking the question, but feel free not to answer it. I was just wondering, especially because you said she's a COVID kid. How old is your daughter?
She's 5 years now.
She's five
She's
years
born.
now. Okay,
Yes.
during that period, right? Because and the
Yes.
only reason I ask is because I know of a few people who've had children during that period, but I never heard this word before. COVID kid. So that's why I was just like, okay, how old is the daughter? I must find out right now. So
So she born
thank
in she
you.
born in yeah, she born in 2019. So when there
Right,
was a time of, exploring the world, she was packed in the home. And we are not
right,
allowed to go anywhere. So she just have a four
correct,
people around her.
right,
So that make I feel like that make, kids little anxious because they don't have a playtime, they don't have a social network. So that
right.
socialing is very important.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you definitely used Reiki. And I'm asking again because you said level one is all you is what you've done, and you've done all
Yes.
this with just level one.
Yes.
You've like level two has not come into the picture only till now.
I know.
Are fantastic.
I
That's amazing, Harpreet. That's really amazing. And thank you for sharing. Neha, is there anything you'd like to say to Harpreet?
Yes, Neelu, I would really like to thank Harpreet for believing in it, for keeping that faith and that perseverance where she worked on herself and then she kept that faith. You know what she missed sharing with you? I remember once she was like, I have too many things, Neha. I don't know how to, if I keep doing one by one, it'll take a long time. What should I do? So I told her, take a Reiki box and start rigging the box.
mm,
One by one thing,
yes.
you will keep sorting. So she did that with just level one. So kudos to her that she really put her mind to it. She did it. And, so you feel good. You feel grateful for universe to send you students like her who are
Right,
able to, put it in practice in their daily life. One thing is to learn and the other is to put it in practice because that becomes tougher
correct.
because you lose the focus, you lose the, oh, I want a quick fix. But
Right.
that's not what she did. She really worked at it at root level, and that's what makes her different from others. So I would acknowledge her and I would applaud her for that, for believing in it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And yeah, I second you on that again, Neha. And once again, Harpreet, thank you so much for being here with us and for sharing your learning
Thank you,
experience
Harpreet.
and practical experience with us. Thank you. All right. And Neha, people have been writing in, so let me get this up for you. It is Divya says, I felt tingling on my feet, legs, and shoulder. UC says, calming and cool around my heart. You said that the first word that comes to you is your heart's message to you. So for UC, it would be calm and cool. That would be the heart's
Yes,
message. Okay. And
yes.
for Divya who felt tingling, okay, it was a beautiful experience. So what would be her heart's message to her?
She's a beautiful experience is peaceful and joyful. Okay, so that's what that is, peace and joy for her.
Right. And Rupali says, awesome. Nivedita says, calming. Divya says she also felt and saw violet color flowing from above over her. And UC has
Wonderful.
asked, UC has asked, a query, can we use Reiki for our pets?
Of course. How?
Right.
I'm so grateful she's asked that question. You can use Reiki not only for yourself, but even your pets, your plants, your spaces, your house, anything and everything that exists. Reiki applies to all.
And Divya writes in again, I felt a kind of some gentle force, but it was not pressure. In the beginning, I felt my heartbeats rising, but later it slowed. When I kept both my hands on my heart, my whole body felt light, calm, and gentle. It was just beautiful, beautiful. I felt warmth in my palm while I kept my hands on my chest. Thank you so much. Jennifer, if you're still here, can I request you to just hang on for a few more minutes? We're going to get the packages on, and we would like for you to come on with Neha for some time. However, if you've already left, because she's just I've just seen her post saying that she has to leave now. So I'm hoping I've been able to catch her before she's left, but we'll see what happens, right? Thank you. If there anybody else who wants to write in, wants to say, if you have any questions about anything that's happened till now, please do ask. We're going to get your offers up very quickly, Neha, before we continue this a little longer. And again,
Absolutely.
earlier I had asked, I had said you brought up levels. And then I said, okay, I'm going to park that question for right now. Now, Harpreet has also just said level. Then you said hands. You also said non-invasive. So this question that I wanted to ask then has little by little just been growing. So I'm just going to hold it for even a few more minutes in case something else gets added to that. And I'll ask you after we speak about the offers, because I think it'll make more sense then also if I ask the question then instead of right now. So we'll okay. Neha, Jennifer's here, but she's saying her right ear feels full, her head is hurting, and the shoulders feeling very odd right now. She'll try and listen to the replay. Maybe more meditation will help her. And yeah, I'm putting this forward. Is there anything you can
If,
do for Jennifer right now?
yes, so
Without her
as soon
coming
as
on also.
yes, doesn't matter. As soon, if I have a full name at the end of the call, I will quickly send her healing and it will help her ease the pain and the discomfort that she's facing. Not an
All
issue.
right. Okay. Jennifer, just share your full name with us here. And once the call is over, yeah, I'll
Yeah, and
send a
where she's
little energy to
located. I
ease
need
it up.
that also, Neelu.
Okay. Full name and location. Location as in city, state, country, or just city will do?
City, state, country will do.
City, state, country, all required. Okay. And Divya's asked, my puppy has itchy skin. How can I help him? He panics and is very aggressive when I take him to the vet. How can I help him? Well, she can definitely help him with Reiki, that is for sure. Divya, hang on. Let's just go to the offers first. And with that, but Neha, before that, if there's anything you'd like to say to Divya right now with her question about her pup.
Yes, so when we'll do Reiki to her pet, you know, we will know exactly what the issue is. And if it's coming something from a past baggage. And the minute we'll send Reiki, that and the blockage is cleared, you know, will be at peace. He'll feel at peace. He'll feel nicer, lighter, better. And obviously, yes, Reiki will do its job. We will just be the
Fantastic.
conduits and the mediums.
Yeah. Okay. Just give me a moment. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, there is, with your replay people, you're actually going to get this pretty comprehensive PDF on about Reiki, how it works, and the science behind it and its benefits. It's like a quick, ready reckoner for you to have a look at everything that Reiki is. But like I said, it's ready right now, and it's this thing that Neha has put together for all of us. So you will receive it with your call replay. And thank you for this gift, Neha. And of course, people, mastering the art of Reiki with Neha Kumar. You have 3 packages, Neha. Take it away.
All right. So we have designed 3 packages for everyone. Package A is all about learning Reiki, which is level 1, where you heal yourself physically. So that is the healing that you will need at physical level. What you see, you know, your chakras, your meridians, how you connect with that, and how it helps you release all the baggages that you're carrying, which unknowingly you're storing in your body. You don't realize. Maybe a thought, maybe someone said, so you feel very heavy at heart. And it's stored there because that memory is stored there. So how we are able to heal that is what level 1 teaches about. You're able to heal those physical blockages from your body in level 1. Then we have a comprehensive package, which is package B, where you can become a healer, where you're able to heal with level 1 and level 2, which means you will learn the symbols of Reiki, and you will learn how to channel those symbols and use them in your life. So you will not only heal physically, but you will also heal emotionally. So anything to do with emotional baggages, patterns in life, clearing up your heart, that is what level 2 brings in. So distant healing, that is what we learn in level 2. Level 1 is in person. You're healing yourself, and maybe, let's say, if you have your spouse or your son or your mother, immediate family, you're only doing that for level 1. For level 2, you're able to learn the symbols of Reiki, Usui Reiki, and you are able to do distant healing. That's what we do in package B. And then we have also another package recommended for you, which is package C, which is heal as you learn Reiki. So not only have I brought in the 2 levels together, but you can also take 2 personal sessions from me, for which I would like to give them to you as a bonus, 30 minutes each, and you're able to know exactly what Reiki does to you. You can use that, or you can gift it to someone else, completely up to you. And those are those 3 packages we have aligned with you all. So what will you learn in level 1? You will learn to balance your energy. You will learn to clear your blockages that could be affecting your health, your physical health, your mindset, and bring your body to a calm. So you're supporting your body's natural healing process. Like I said, you're all healers within, but we are just invoking that energy within us in level 1. You're able to release all that, reduce your stress, reduce your anxiety. That is what we do with level 1. So obviously we will learn about chakras, the meridians, the basics of how everything works in our body. And obviously, to make it more interesting, I also link it with other modalities for you to know that this, helps you grow as a person. So let's say, if you, and when you will learn level 1 with me, it will just not be about learning. It will always be about implementing. I will not teach you and let you go. You will have to work with me for 21 days. You will update me every day what you have done to heal yourself physically in these 21 days. It's just not that you will learn and you'll say, all right, it was nice meeting. No, it doesn't work like that, my friends. You have to be with me for 21 days. I will support you, because when you will clear your body, it's only then you will become a clear channel or a conduit of energy. It'll make you more focused. It'll make you more clear. It'll expand your consciousness. You will get clarity. You will be able to heal your physical pains or discomforts that you're facing. Strengthen yourselves internally and speed up your recoveries in case you are having any physical issues. So that's what level 1 does to you, right? So is that all? No. We can let go of our toxic patterns. We can find peace. We can find joy. We are able to manifest the goals that we are setting for ourselves. So those bring positive changes to our life. And obviously, if you're having conflicts, like just like how Harpreet shared, you put it to use in your life with every situation that you're, facing. Reiki will give you that power to face and deal with it and help you overcome that. That's the beauty of Reiki. You will find that true self, which is somewhere hidden inside, will come out. It will show up more. So you will be able to show up more for your own self and for others. That's what Reiki will do to you. Reiki is good for everyone. Ideal for self-healing, people who want to expand, discover themselves, individuals who are empaths, or they're seeking or sensing energies of others. They feel connected, but they don't know how to go about it. Reiki is for you. Anyone who's willing to support holistically themselves and others, this practice is for them. Does it need a lot of time? Only for level 1, yes. When I will make you work hard, yes, but not otherwise. Then you will get attuned to it, and it's obviously very, very intention based. So you will become more intuitive, you will become more focused, and that's what level 1. So imagine with level 1 in itself, you can do so much. So when you learn level 2, imagine the kind of horizons it opens up for you. So level 1 is about a connection with Reiki and bring it down to your physical body. Why should you learn from me? Who am I? Where? I will hold your hand, I will walk you through. It's just not about learning, but I will help you implement it in your life. That is how I will help you. And that is why I say that I will make you work hard so that you are able to bring it, implement it in your life. So I will support you. I will make you learn. I will empower you so that you are not dependent on anything but yourself and Reiki, because you'll have that power to change that situation for your own self. You will have a fresh perspective on healing. You'll have a deep inner calm and peace. So it's like, and like, there will be real life stories. When you will put it into action, they will inspire you. That's what I will help you achieve. You'll come down to practical techniques so that when you learn level 1, it's easier for you to use them, right? So, and obviously, it's going to be a very heartfelt connection to something bigger, which you might not have thought of. But Reiki will help you connect with it. And it will only, that's like the first step, that first step of success. When you taste it, you want to be successful at it again and again and again. So same thing Reiki will do to you. It's just not about talking. It's about taking a moment to pause, breathe, connect, and walk through, flow with it, so that you're feeling supported, uplifted, and you're ready to welcome that healing which is already within you. You carry the healing tools with you all the time. You don't need someone else for it. That's what it will do to you. And that's what I will help you with. It's like, because it's about you. It's about your healing. It's about your energy. It's about your well-being. And that's what I'll help you with. So when you learn Reiki, you're just not adding a skill. You're awakening something which is a gift that you're born with, which is waiting to come out all along. That's why you should learn Reiki. So in package A, we will be doing 8 hours of live on Zoom. I'll give you PDF notes, e-certificate, and we will, because it's very difficult to sit for 8 hours together, so we will break it into 3 days. And we will do 2.5 hours each day for 3 days consecutively. And then I will attune you on the 3rd day. And like I said, you will have to practice with me for 21 days or more, maybe a little more, maybe 2-3 days more. and then update on the WhatsApp group, because I will not going to leave you in case you feel to join. And what are we going to learn? In this course, we are going to learn how Reiki originated, what are the principles of Reiki on which it works, what is Reiki, the human field of our body, how our body is, what our organs are, what our chakras are, what our energy field is, what hand positions, where you need to place your hand for what disease or for what ailment, not disease, I would say ailment. We will learn all that. This is our level 1. And there's more to it. We can do Reiki to ourselves, to others. It brings you more aware. And obviously, the ethical guidelines of Reiki practice. And practical application, hands-on practice sessions is what we are going to do in level 1. So typically, we used to do 1 to 2 days, but since we are doing it online, we'll have it across 3 days, and it will help you open up your energy channels and connect you with the energy of Reiki. And the outcome is the ability to perform healing for yourself and for others. So what are the bonuses that are coming along with this package? One is that we'll have a WhatsApp group and you can ask any questions and I'll answer them. I'll support you like that for full 1 year. Second is that we'll do a weekly practice and a doubt clearing session even after you've learned Reiki from me. So we'll do for 4 weeks. We'll do doubt sessions. And then in case, let's say you still want to do, I'm doing another workshop of Reiki and you still want to relearn, then you can just pay what you want to. I'm not going to charge you again for it, but you can learn again. And yes, of course, Mystic Lotus gives you the call replays, lifetime access to the call replays that we have.
Yeah. Just a quick question here. When you say weekly practice doubt clearing session, 3 each with both the levels, is this part of the 21-day time or is it after that?
This is the part of the 21-day time. So
That's
let's say,
happening then also.
yes, simultaneously, because one is that they will update me every day, and then let's say every Saturday or Sunday, as per their convenience, we connect one day, and in case they have any doubts, we will just sit down as a group together and I will help them with that.
Nice. Nice.
The dates for learning level 1 will be 9th, 10th, and 11th May, and we'll do it from 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. India time and 9 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. ET time. Now, with all this, we are giving it to you, which is for US dollar 682 or Indian INR 51,998. We are just giving it to you at a very reasonable price and a special price of 9,000 rupees only, where you're saving by 82%.
And there is a further 10% savings for VIP members. And should you require additional, any kind of assistance with being able to make these payments, get in touch with the team for that, and we will definitely help you out.
And in package B, we will learn both level 1 and level 2. So whatever we have learned from level 1, we have additional level 2. And what are we going to learn in level 2? In level 2, we are going to become pro healers. So this will be 4 plus 4 hours. 4 hours for level 1 and 4 hours for, 8 hours for level 1 and 8 hours for level 2. So we are doing 16 hours total of live Zoom. And we'll get PDF notes, we'll get e-certificates, and we will again do 21 days practice after this level also. It is a mandate for me because it helps you connect subconsciously. It ingrains in you. Then after this, when you work with me for these 21 days, I'm sure after this, you will never, ever, feel the need or haven't learned it enough, because it'll be ingrained in your subconscious. And that's the reason this 21 days become key for us to imbibe Reiki in our every cell, in every part of our being. So we, like I said, we'd already covered level 1, where we were learning about principles of Reiki, energy. It's understanding the physical human field, aura, chakras, meridians, the positions. In addition to that, in level 2, we learn about the symbols, Chokure, HSN, Honsha Zechonen, and we learn about Teheki. So these 3 symbols of Reiki are primarily the 3 most important symbols of Usui Reiki. We learned that in level 2. Distance healing, like I said, is what we learn in level 2. The foundation principles of Reiki is what we learned here. So what does level 2 do to you? Level 2 is all about emotional healing. So it addresses your emotional imbalances. You work with specific intentions for your particular goals. So now you are working with in level 1, you are working with your physical body. In level 2, you're working with your subtle etheric bodies. So you are now expanding your consciousness. Right now, you made a connect with Reiki. In level 2, you are expanding your consciousness. You are moving out from the physical body to the etheric world. That's how level 2 is all based about. So again, we do practical hands-on application sessions during level 2, right? So it expands your Reiki abilities, because now you're working with powerful symbols. Like I said, heals you mentally, physically, emotionally, and it's like the connect of a mind, body, soul. And here you're able to now experience this. So you are now in a more powerful position when you are able to learn the symbols. It empowers you even more. So that's what level 2 gives you. And because the level is designed in such a way, we are planning level 1 on 9th, 10th, 11th May, then giving it a break of 21 days so that you all practice this. And then we do level 2 simultaneously, because you're in the rhythm. And we do 6th, 7th, 8th June for level 2. Again, we practice for 21 days. And that support exists. The timings will be the same, 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. India time, and 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. ET time. The actual value of this package is INR 90,998 rupees, and for US dollars, it is 1193, which we are giving it to you at a fantastic price of INR 19,000, or only $251, with a 79% saving. And like Neelu said, for the VIP members, it's an additional 10% saving. So I hope you will choose this package, because it will really bring you a lot of benefit. And package C is about learning both the levels and taking 2 personal sessions from me, which includes everything that package A and package B has, and 2 healing sessions which you can use, or you can give it away to someone you love. 30 minutes with me of healing. So you can learn and heal. So you will again get PDF notes, e-certificates, 2 personal sessions with me, 30 minutes each for package C. And you can save the dates, 9th, 10th, 11th May, and 6th, 7th, 8th June for level 1 and level 2 respectively. And you can book your healing sessions according to your convenience. The actual total cost of this package is US dollars 1301 or INR 99,198, whereas we are giving it to you at a fantastic price of 19,009, where you save 80%, and additional 10% savings for all the VIP members. So we have all these 3 packages designed for you: package A, package B, and package C, with level 1 and 2 together, and the additional, which is level 1 and 2 and 2 personal sessions. So you're free to choose what you like.
Right. And people, If you'll notice, there's a reason we put recommended. In fact, it's C, because level 1 and level 2 on offer is only $251 or 19,001 rupees. And at only 8 rupees more, just $1 more and 8 rupees more, it is $252 and 19,009 rupees. You're getting two 30-minute sessions with Neha, which you can actually just pick up and give to somebody also. I mean, we all need to rethink the way we give birthday gifts. I think we should just start doing this now, sending gifts like this to people. But there you have it. There is an only an 8 rupee difference between B and C. Your options are very clearly visible. To have a look, awaken the healer within, become your highest, best version with Neha. And really, you can see you're covering everything. There's a lot of basics going in, there's a lot of detailing going in, and there is this time commitment going in. And I think now is a good time for me to bring my question up, which was exactly this. And you actually kind of already answered it, Neha, because when Harpreet also came on, you said that this is not a quick fix. If you're looking for a quick fix, this is not a quick fix. You have to do the work in order to make it a quick fix. Correct? Your
And a
21
long-term
day,
fix. And a
yeah,
long-term fix, Neelu.
right,
We're not looking
right.
at short-term fixes. We're looking at long-term fixes. So maybe when we're just doing this amount of work right now, but then, that goes a long way. So like Harpreet mentioned for herself that when she had TB and tuberculosis and she was, because of the medicine, she was so much at unease and in pain and discomfort. When she actually applied it, the medicines helped, but she also became at a better space. So,
Right.
yes, did it reoccur? No, touch wood, by God's grace, no, but Reiki helped her with that. So, yes, it does help you when you help yourself.
Absolutely. So basically, the 21 days, because again, in today's time, everybody wants like instant gratification, instant thing, instant coffee, instant noodles, instant healing, right? But that 21 days you are giving to yourself, correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Those are your 21 days where you're attuning the frequency with you yourself. And when you invoke that energy and when you are in it fully, you have in those 21 days subconsciously ingrained it within your DNA, then there is no looking back. Because every time you have a problem, all you have to do is invoke Reiki and solve it. And the clearer your channel, the faster it works for you. So that's why
Right.
we're doing level 1 for physical clearing, because you're clearing everything. So even if you want to ascend, you have to work on yourself to ascend. And this is all about that. It helps you. So when you do that, you do it for 21 days and you immediately feel the difference after level 1. And then you come on to level 2, it becomes even more powerful with Chokure, Seheki, and Honsha Zeshon. And those symbols really help you clear up spaces, clear yourself emotionally, physically, spiritually, everywhere. It's like very, very powerful and potent, I would say.
Absolutely. People, if you have any questions about the offers at hand, anything that we've spoken about today, because Neha is back 2 more times this week on Thursday and Saturday. And in fact, with the course content that you were mentioning, there's talk about the chakras. And earlier, just before the meditation, when you made us do the exercise, you said, your palm chakras are getting activated. So part of what you're going to learn, you will get a glimpse of this week also, including a certain conversation around chakra points or where emotion goes and what you do about it. All that is coming up this week. But for right now, if there are any queries, please ask. We'll bring it up because we are heading towards closing the call. And I have not seen a message back from Jennifer, but there was a question that I said we'll just address after this is over, where Divya had asked about her dog. She also said, I want to send prayers to my dad also. Uh,
Sorry, I'm
Divya,
sorry, didn't hear you. What did she
yeah,
say?
she wants to
I'm
send prayers. She wants to send prayers to her dad also.
okay.
So, can you heal like the past with the Reiki, or can you send a message like this to somebody with Reiki?
Yes, you
You
can.
can.
You
Amazing.
can.
So, but with level two, I guess, because it's distance.
Yes, it is distance, and that's what we learn in level 2. Past, present, and
Right.
future, all. So if you remember, I gave you the example of my daughter of her boards.
Board exams,
I'm doing
correct,
it in the
correct.
future. But if I want to
Right.
do it in the past, let's say I have had a trauma with some experience of a relationship or XYZ, and I want to heal the past, I can go back that in that time and heal it with Reiki. Yes, that's all what we all learn in level 2.
It is part of level two. Right. And as I mentioned, and because this, in the same call, two people have asked about pets. So you see, as mentioned, you can heal your pets with Reiki, even with level one, because you can put your hands on your pet, correct? Right.
Absolutely.
And puppy has itchy. I'm just repeating her question. Puppy has itchy skin, panics, gets very aggressive when I take him to the vet. How can I help him? So obviously, Divya, and I think you mentioned earlier that you've done Reiki before. So Reiki would definitely help. If you want to go into detailed learning, of course, take the offers up. But for the moment, Neha, is there, because I'm sure the expert that you are, you've already figured something out. That this is the reason why her pup is possibly having a skin thing, and without even looking at her pet or even knowing the name, is there anything that you would like to tell Divya that to start doing this much for your pet? Or would you like to know
Yeah,
his name?
I,
Anything?
I think I think Divya should heal his like the back, the start with the back, the lower back, the end where the tail is. Start healing that area, then come on to the center, and then bring the energy up. And you know how the dogs shock themselves like this when they want to shock off the energy? So if you
Right,
know Reiki, you know what you need to do. You need to do the CPHFCC and clear off, and then just heal that part, and you will see that you would have healed.
right. And Vasudha, I'm bringing your question up. And Divya, my apologies because when you wrote it, it sounded like, but her dad is unwell and is in bed. So not around, I'm not around you. I'm, must be in a different location maybe. So that is, and so it is done with symbols in second level. She's asked, she's confirming. Yes, correct. In fact, even healing she would be able to do, correct? To
Yeah. Even if
ease
I have to do
things.
healing, I will be able to do distance healing with symbols of Reiki.
Right. And Vasudha's asked a very good question. Thanks, Vasudha, for this. I'm sure a lot of people will have this question. She says, "I have already learned Reiki ages back, but I didn't practice it much. So, do I have to get attuned again? Also, would you be attuning online? I was told by my teacher, it has to be done in person." And no, Vasudha, you're the first person to bring this question up. Please don't worry about that. I'm very glad you brought it up. It's a very good question.
So, like you said, thank you to Vasudha for asking this question. Yes, Vasudha. If you have not practiced for 21 days, then it is recommended that you get attuned again because you have not really imbibed Reiki within. Yes, you've learned, but if you've not practiced it, you haven't really imbibed it within your DNA, as I would say, right? So yes, it will be important because it's been a long time. So if you are, and this is for everyone who's hearing this, if you're practicing any holistic modality, any, please be at it. Because if you don't do it, you're not doing justice it to yourself and to that modality. So that is why when I teach, I ensure that you practice those 21 days with me regularly and you update because I want you to ingrain it within yourselves. So tomorrow, let's say you've done 21 days and you relax. I'm done. I don't want to do it anymore. But 5 days later, when you invoke, at least you will remember, oh, this is what I need to do because you will do it rigorously and you will have felt it after 21 days. Oh, when I healed here, this is what happened. I felt this, I felt that. you will become more aware. That awareness is very, very important. And that's why um, we urge people to learn and practice it for the next 21 days. Um, Sorry,
The
Neelu, I have not
attuning
answered the other
online.
part.
The attuning online. So her second
Yeah.
part of the question is, or would you be attuning online? I was told by my teacher it has to be done in person. And she's just written, thanks so much, Neha. I did finish the 21 days and practice for 6 to 8 months, learned the symbols too, and gave distant Reiki too, but 8 years back. So not been practicing for 8 years now,
Long
right?
time.
So, love that. Great. So coming back to the second question, would you be attuning online? I was told by
Yeah.
my teacher that it has to be done in person.
So, like we say, this is quite, I would say this is a little, with no offense to anybody, but I would say this is a little contradictory, because at one end we are saying Reiki flows even in distance. And then he says, no, we have to do it online. We can't do it online. We have to do it only offline. It doesn't work. Reiki is energy. It is universal energy. It's existing everywhere. It is there, whether you and I are there or not there. Reiki is there, will always be there. The universal force or the primal force is existing, ever present. Now, can I do it online? Yes, because energy exists anywhere and everywhere. It only transforms from one form to the other. Let's go back to class 6 physics. It cannot be created, it cannot be destroyed. It exists always. Law number 2. Law number 3, it can only be transformed from one form to the other. Basics of grade 6 physics. And that's what is applied here. So when you learn Reiki, we will do some elemental physics also to
Right.
make us understand and revise.
Right. And if memory is correct, I think what are those, the principles of matter?
Energy,
Is it?
yeah.
Yeah, matter. Yeah. Suddenly you use it. Class 6 physics just threw me off balance. I'm like, what did he learn? I only forgotten. So Divya has asked, is one attunement enough for the rest of our life if we keep practicing?
One is enough if you keep practicing.
If you keep practicing. So practice, basically the practice of it is the key word.
Yeah.
Right? Starting with self and then continuing, depending on whichever level you have done completed.
Neelu, I would say even a little thing like forming a key ball around you and for your loved ones before you step out of the house. Isn't that a
Right,
practice as well? That will just
right,
take 2 minutes of your day, but you're still attuned to the Reiki energy. Or
right,
for that matter, clearing up your house. And if you're in level 2, if you're just drawing the symbols around your house for protection and gridding it well for protection, isn't that invoking Reiki? And you will gradually feel the shift of the energy in that space, and you will, oh, the minute I enter my home, I feel so at ease, I'm so calm.
right.
That's what
Right.
it'll do to you.
Right. In fact, it is so funny that this is the mention that you've made on how this is a this does become a daily practice, because I, again, because this has been a mention, I remember one of your students only, actually, very disturbed environment at home, and she had learned Reiki from you, and she started using it, right, in her space, and all
Yes,
that family argument and
yes,
started dissipating.
yes,
Correct?
yes.
Right, right,
So, when you have these very, even in your office spaces, let's say you have a boss who's always very angry, or you have a very stressful atmosphere in your office, you can just sit in your space and invoke your symbols and invoke your Reiki. And actually, when people will come to your space, they'll actually tell you, yeah, when we come to your space, you feel really nice. What are you doing? क्या कर रहे हो तुम ऐसा जो बिल्कुल एकदम बढ़िया लगता है तुम्हारी जगह पे आके, and that's the difference you will feel it, you will sense it. So
right.
level 1 will bring you into that awareness of sensing the energy, and level 2 will help you expand that energy.
Fantastic. And Vasudha has said, makes total sense. Thanks so much for answering it. And
Welcome, Vasudha.
she's also written that she was scolded by her teacher then because she asked, why does it have to be done in person? But every teacher comes with their own thing. So I get, I really would. And also, just to ask you quickly, sorry, Neha, were you saying something?
No. I was saying that, they were traditional methods. Now we are
Correct,
evolving.
correct.
So
Right,
now,
right,
as we're evolving, we're changing with time.
right,
So, with
right.
no offense to anybody, that was then, this is now.
Correct, correct. And it was actually exactly what I was going to say, that at a time when one would have heard about this even like 2, 3 decades ago, that was the time of going to going and sitting in front of somebody and learning. So the attunement had a physical contact point to it. But as you said much earlier in the call, that Reiki is also evolving. And if this is the universal truth about Reiki, then attunement can also happen at a distance, right? So it has evolved. No. So yeah. So Vasudha, once again, hope everything's sorted for you. And thank you for your questions. I'm sure this is brought to the forefront a couple of questions that would be on a lot of people's minds, because Reiki is something that I think like a lot of people have ended up, let's say, dabbling in it, maybe not taken off with it. And guess what? This is your reminder to do it, people, with Neha. Okay. At these lovely offers of level 1 at only $119 or 9,001 rupees, level 1 and 2 at only $251 or 19,001 rupees, and level 1 and 2 plus 2 30-minute sessions with Neha, which you can gift to anybody at only $252 or 19,009 rupees. Only 8 rupee difference between package B and package B and C. You have your links in the Telegram group. You'll have it in your call replay. Remember, the summit is all slowly coming to an end. The offers will also come to an end. So don't waste your time, your opportunity. Make that action call for yourself. Neha, before we say goodnight to everybody, any last words you'd like to leave us with?
Stay safe, stay healthy, and be happy. That's
Nice and sweet and simple, just like Reiki is. Thank you, Neha, for this call today. Really looking forward to what's going to show up on Thursday and Saturday between the chakras and the emotions and the organs. Really, really looking forward to this. In the
same here,
meantime,
Vilu. I'm so excited to be for call 2 and call 3, because we are going to give a glimpse of, what Reiki brings in. And just a little teaser, it's like, I hope that they will like to talk about the palm chakra, the chakras, and how Reiki works. It will give them a glimpse of how interesting Reiki is. I'm so looking forward to
absolutely.
it. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you. Good night, everybody. See you on Thursday, 6:30 p.m. India Standard Time. Same place, same platform.